She be getting down, y'all, backstage.
I'm like, oh, let me
Yeah,
stop.
because it's the shortest intro in life, baby. That's why I just be sitting still, because, baby, you get caught out there like
Uh,
police.
you gotta get hype. You gotta get hype, man. You gotta get hype. You can't be acting up like that. You gotta get hype for the episode ready.
Yeah,
She be sitting at it like this right here, y'all.
yeah. I'll be dancing in my head because I'm older now, so things ain't gonna stop when you tell them to stop right away. It'll take a while. It's like an old car, like you gotta press on the brakes a little harder when it's a car is a little older. Oh
Listen,
god.
man, I hope everybody's enjoying this summer. Summers are summers for me. I don't do
Well,
nothing. I
y'all,
need to
yeah,
change
y'all
that.
down south, so we ain't summer yet. It ain't. I mean, it's June, but it's not summer. Like
Girl, it,
to me, I feel like June. Summer don't start until July because the kids they stay in school until the end of June.
girl, bye. They be kicking them kids out of school in April.
Yeah, no, we stay. I think the last day is the 20 something. Yeah, like after Juneteenth, that's like the last weeks of school. Yep. So we
Bless
stay
them
in
babies'
school
hearts.
in the end of June. Yeah. But when
Hey,
do
man.
y'all go back?
I think it's still August though. I
See,
think it's
we go
still
back in
August.
September.
Oh,
Yeah, we go back after Labor Day.
must be nice.
So July and August is like summer. June is like, oh, we still in there. We smell it, but we can't touch it yet. Like
I'm sorry about that.
it don't
Blame it on
bother
me.
me, hell, because I ain't in school, so it don't do me no never mind. Hey, keep them
Uh,
in there.
you
Okay.
right. You right. Ain't got nothing to do with it either. Yeah, see, it's crazy.
That's a
But
them problem.
not a them. Today, y'all, we talk. We always got to cut up before we get into the topic. Y'all already
Always.
know
And
what
it
it
don't be
is.
in I'm telling y'all, I promise y'all it don't be intentional. It's like every time it don't matter. We
She
we
always
try to
got
come on
something.
here and be professional, but then the shenanigans just kick in
Right.
and we just gotta go with it.
Just gotta go with it. And the crazy part about we be having some serious topics, right? And we be playing. Like we play like today now, we playing now. Look what we talk about.
Prayer. Okay, come on
Talking
here.
about God,
Jesus.
is this what we pray
He got
for?
a sense of humor too, child, because
Yeah. He don't be funny sometimes though.
sometimes never. Never. Especially after today. No.
God be
I ain't
playing, boy.
laughing. I ain't
God be
laughing.
playing, boy. He be
Laughing.
playing. Like, all right, I
Okay.
got you. I got you. I got you. All right. So you want me to do questions today? We always do this, y'all. We always get
We
up
go
here,
back and
right?
forth. Listen, I'll do it. I'm feeling I'm
No.
feeling
I do it. I do it because I don't be liking to be the first one because you be coming with them banger answers after mine. I be done
Not
got this.
me. I'm
But she,
Baptist, you Pentecostal, so
nah, girl, you
I
call me Pentecostal, but you up here with the visuals and everything. And then next thing you know, we like 5 minutes
right,
into
come on.
that.
This don't need to be no hour, 15-minute episode because you know how we do.
She just tell me I'm long winded, y'all.
All
I'm
right, so
long
let
winded.
me let me read the quote from my audio baby. So down at the bottom we think we're waiting on God, but often is God waiting on us to become who the answer was always meant for.
Mm,
And the person who made that quote is unknown.
yeah, they did that. They just left it. Like, what we doing? All right, so I'm gonna do the question. I'm running the questions. So if God answered every prayer you ever whispered, would you even recognize the life you're living?
I'll be a whole train wreck because I'll be with that man. Okay. I'd been pregnant. I'd probably been on life after lockup. Girl, I'd have been a hot. I mean, I'm a hot mess now, but I would have been a
Okay.
hot, like Little
Life
Caesars,
after
hot and
lockup.
ready pizza. Yeah,
Oh
cause
my God.
that man, I whispered about. Child, he ain't no, he ain't.
Mm, mm,
Mm-mm,
mm, mm. First
mm-mm.
48 at his best, boy.
Nah, I wouldn't have been on first 48. He would have been, it would have been life after lockup because he done did something and now I'm doing the bid and I'm putting money on his books, child. Man, that would have been a rough life. It would have been a rough life. Life is life and now, but it would have been a rough life. You hear me?
God, listen, I done whispered a lot of I done listen, I done whispered a lot of prayers, man. Now, if God would answer a lot of them prayers, I probably would have been disappointed. I probably would have been with some people I didn't want to be with. I probably been doing things I ain't had no business doing. Like you gotta be careful when you ask God for something because He might just give it to you. He
You
might
know
just
what
give you
that
what you
made
asked
me
for.
think of? You know how when you, well, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but for me, when you have a taste for something, right? And like say it always happened to me when I want like White Castle or something that I ain't supposed to eat. I have a taste for it. And me being me, I'm gonna go get it because I got a taste for it. And the minute I finish eating that thing, I'm like,
It
why'd
wasn't
you
even
do
worth it.
that?
It wasn't
It
even worth
was
it.
not
Or
worth
you
it.
or
It
you
was
get
you done
sick.
spent so much money, you got sick, you on the toilet, you can't
White Castle
digest it
gonna do it to
well.
you.
Oh, okay. So I think of that as the same thing. Like if we got everything we prayed for, we don't mess around and sit in a space where we like, I don't even want this for real.
But nah, but see, this is the thing. You know how women always, God send me my husband. God send me. You gotta be particular and straightforward with God and real with God and say, look at, look at homie. Send me somebody that has a job. Send me somebody that got a car. Send me somebody that's gonna provide for me when I'm down, when I'm sick, when you gotta put them details. You gotta really, really draw that out for God and say what you really want. Because if you don't, God gonna send you that man, but then you got all this backlash to deal with. He ain't got no
Yeah,
job.
yeah. You have to be specific in prayer because, like you said, a lot of us say, God, send me a husband. We don't never say, send me my husband. We say, send me a husband. So we'll get a man who will marry us, but he ain't ready to be a husband. He ain't qualified to be a husband. He might not want to be a husband, or he's probably somebody else's husband.
That girl, you better talk it.
So at the end of the day, you got to be specific and please stop saying, God, where's my Boaz? Because Boaz is dead. Okay, Boaz was for Ruth. Let me just tell y'all that right now. That
They
makes
can't
my
get Ruth,
blood
man.
boil when I hear that. Like, God, where's my Boaz? Send me my Boaz. Boaz was not for you, boo. That's what's wrong with us now. We looking at stuff that ain't even for us. What if
But
God got somebody better than Boaz for you? And you asking for Boaz? That's the bare minimum.
look, sis, see the problem is we sell ourselves short. We don't set standards for ourselves. And a lot of times we get tired of waiting on that person. And so what do? We settle. We settle for somebody and we feel like we can fix this, but he might not have a job now, but I'm gonna do his resume and I'm gonna apply for these jobs for him and he gonna get a job. Or they think they can just fix his attitude. He might not like going out to eat. Well, when he be with me, I can get him to go out to eat with me. No, that's not how that works. You can't change people. People are already ready made when they come to you. Ain't nothing you can do about it until they say, you know what? It's time for me to change. Period.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Man,
absolutely true.
gotta stop being out here living crazy, man. So that brings us to the next question. Are we living in the very thing we once begged God for, but now take for granted? Hmm.
Transparency, I could say I am because I begged God to take me out of my previous situation, and He did that. And now I feel like there are moments, not all the time. I do snap back where I am grateful, but I do feel like there are moments of um neglect where I'm not as grateful because you get so caught up in the day to day. You get so caught up in life, and especially when life is life. And now I ask God to not to give me a job where I don't have to work weekends. Now I don't go to church. What's your excuse? You don't work weekends. What you doing? So it's like once you get what you prayed for, you got to also pray, like you said, be specific and pray that God gives you the capacity to maintain it. Because at the end of the day, you can get it, but you can also lose it because you mishandled it. That's
Mm.
just like a relationship. Everybody, it's easy to get in one, but it's hard to maintain it.
Maintain it.
And
Ooh.
that's when they say, what you did to keep her. And I hate when they just spec They are specifically talking about women because you got to do the same with men. How you get them is also how you keep them. So if you do date nights for a man, if you do date nights or whatever, don't wait till you get married and be like, "Oh, she my wife now. I ain't got to take her out." Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
I
If
still
you
get
made that
hoes.
man, if you made that man dinner or you made him lunch for work or whatever, now he your husband. Still make him, because it's harder now. Now he's your husband. So it's a deeper level of commitment. It's a deeper level of, okay, sacrifice. I got to go to work and
Mm-hmm.
provide now for this family as opposed to just myself. So you
Mm-hmm.
really have to pray for the mindset to maintain that, and the tools and the resources, and to surround you with people that's going to hold y'all accountable, because baby, it's easy to get lost in translation because you
Okay.
letting life is life.
Boy, when life put its hands on you and hang on to that neck a little bit and chokehold you, man, ain't nothing you could do about that. Sometimes you just gotta like, okay, just let it choke you and take you which way it want to take you. But I think when it comes down to, let's see, now I did pray for the weekends off. I'm a full time podcaster, y'all, and the
Weekends,
reason
you
why
got
I
weeks off,
we okay,
days. Okay, life. But ask her, do she use the weekends to be off, y'all? Ask her that question in the comments. Ask her, what do you do, author Nikki Nicole?
if I
Yeah.
could turn my camera off right now, y'all, I would, but that would be so unprofessional of me. So I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm just gonna stay up here, just walk through this fire. Listen, I asked for that though, because I wanted to be able to go to church. That was my main thing. All my life, I've been working every single doggone weekend. Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the
Mm-hmm.
only time I would get it off is I requested it off,
Mm-hmm.
or shoot, that's it. If I requested it off, I never
Mm-hmm.
told an employer, you know what, I can only work Monday through Friday, or I can only work blah day. I never gave
Mm-hmm.
them no expectations when it came to my scheduling. I just worked when they wanted me to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, God, I want to be able to go to church more
And
every
you know what's
Sunday.
crazy now that you say that? We we give so many things, other things, top priority than we do God. Like you just said, you didn't even give them a schedule, but we give God a schedule. We don't even put him on the schedule. How
Don't
about
even put
that?
them on the schedule. What you talking about?
Okay, so like as soon as I start to pray, I'm like, just go
you
right to
not, you
sleep
not,
because
not. Wait a minute now.
like I
Don't
can't.
do my homie like that. That girl said,
Like, I mean, like, but see, if I do it throughout the day or whatever the case may be, it's better. But baby, let me try to do that before I go to sleep.
you
And
gotta pray before you
I'm
go to sleep
tired,
now.
and I'm tired. Now, when I get up in the middle of the night, okay, let me do it now because I'm up. I got and that's probably why I can't get no sleep because you
You went
know.
to bed without praying. Do
Mm-hmm,
better. Dang.
mm-hmm.
I got to raise you
At
too.
least I go to bed. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, we're
If
not
I
gonna
could
talk
turn
about
my camera off
sleep.
again, y'all.
We're not going there. But yeah, so it's like we got to be mindful of that too, because
Yeah.
God is the actual source, and all the resources that we have and we maintain is because of him. And
Yeah.
we always leave him out.
But
We
here
always leave him
lately,
out.
I've been big on time, and trying to compare time to money and time to other aspects of life. And I've been on this thing like, okay, if you get $100 a day and you got your bills to pay, you got things to pay, you're gonna make sure it get paid that day, right? And you're gonna make sure that you spend that money cautiously. So if you said that was time, you probably look at it a little bit differently. But we waste a lot of time doing stupid stuff. Like seriously, we scrolling on Facebook, and we strolling on TikTok, and we doing all these different things, but we're not investing in our time for our lives, and we're not even spending time with our families. We just let the days go by like, oh, it's always tomorrow.
Yep.
Or the alarm clock go off, and you're like, I hit the snooze button. Because if you like me, I hit that snooze button about five.
Oh, I don't hit the snooze button because I got 3 alarms. So it's
That
like
too, though.
it's just different alarms. But when you said that, I thought about this movie, and I don't like.
Jesus.
I can't. But I thought about this movie. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's a movie by Eddie Murphy, and it's called *1,000 Words*.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. I love that movie.
So that is
Woo.
under the line the same premise as you with the time, because once he knew his words were counted, he
He used them
chose
wisely.
wisely. Yeah. So it's like we have to tap into the mindset of
Good one, sis. That was a
everything
good one.
that we have to use wisely: time, people, money, love, our bodies, everything that we are given, we have to use wisely because
Hmm.
we don't know how what the number is for that.
You
We have
don't.
a number for everything. God knows the number of hairs on our heads, and He also knows the numbers of capacity of love we have. He also knows the number of time we have. So we sitting here wasting time, and that it's like this little hourglass that I have. I keep right here. It's just going, and we just wasting. Like we don't know how much of this we have left,
Sure don't.
and we spending it with this person and that person, or talking about this person and that person, or giving this person and this person more of our time than we're putting into ourselves, helping them build their businesses, and we have businesses on the inside of us. God has given us, He's impregnated us with purpose, and we just sitting here just wasting it.
Playing games. Playing games. I don't got listen. I don't listen. 2025. Well, let me take that back a notch. 2024 was the birth of Nikki Nicole at 45 years old. I ain't scared of nothing right now. Understand me? Ask me to do it. I'ma do it. Now, if it aligns with me, now let me correct that.
You
If it
ain't lying,
aligns
because you
with
you out
me,
here singing and content creating, and you just doing it all,
I'm
honey.
having
Like
fun, child.
you having fun. I love that for you. I do.
And
I do.
listen, you gotta do that sometime though. Like sometimes you gotta spend some time with yourself. You really gotta spend some time with yourself and get to know yourself. And sometimes you need to be in that solitude. People get on your nerves. Like,
No, you're not lying. And
oh my
I think
God.
that's a the older you get, the less patience you have.
But you know
That's why
what?
they be like grumpy old men, and
Mm-mm.
because they older, that their patience is run. But people, especially
Mm.
now, I don't know what it is. Maybe something in the society or the culture, but people is just, or it could be a spiritual thing. When you know
Mm-hmm.
who you are and
Mm-hmm.
you find out the amount of shenanigans you have entertained, it's like, yeah, no, we not gonna do that no more. I'm over here trying to do this, so I can't have this in my, as you say, my house, my in my yard. I can't have this here. You're gonna have to go behind the gate because I can't. Mm-mm.
It's gonna be
You
locked. It's gonna have a deadbolt on it. A couple of different keys gonna have to open different levels of that. You're not getting in here. No. But you know what though? What about the people that been patient all their life? I have people used to tell me all the time, I got the patience of Job. I don't mind waiting on things, but now, child, oh God. If I gotta wait on somebody to come pick me up, or if I gotta wait, period, on somebody, it irritates my soul. It irritates my soul. Like I cannot deal with it no more. So if you're a patient person out there, you've been patient all your life. Wait, you get a little bit older. Just keep living, boy. You're gonna be mad with everybody. Like they make you wait, or you gotta wait on, so you can be mad.
But it's one thing to have patience for a specific purpose, and then there's another thing when you have to have patience dealing with imperfect people.
True.
So you can have patience when you know God is going to do a thing for you, because you know God is going to do a thing. So it's easy for you to sit in that
Mm-hmm.
patience. You, not me. That ain't the gift God gave me. I'm still working on my patience. He ain't done with
I
me
knew
yet.
she was gonna say that.
Okay. So it's easy for you to do that. But when it's dealing with people, and you know these people have
Mm-hmm.
a capacity to procrastinate, they have a capacity, because your emergency is not everybody's priority. And that's what I had to learn. I could sit here and I could be going through a financial hardship, and this is an emergency for me.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all going to sleep good at night because that's not your priority. You don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You might care, or you have a level of concern, but it's not to. that capacity in which it is for me. I'm in a 24-hour situation, life or death, and you don't feel the need to help, maybe later, maybe a month from now. I don't need it a month from now. I need it right now, as you say,
Right.
right now.
Right now.
So you have to, be mindful of the difference. Patience is important. It is a virtue, but know when to have the patience and when
Hmm.
to speak up and say, listen, I need this right now.
But you know what? You know what I learned? People are going to be people, and you gotta let people be people.
Yeah. Don't expect you from you out of them because you're going to get disappointed every time.
Don't
They
expect
ain't
no
you
more,
and
no
you ain't
less.
them. That's why I love that reel that I posted about DMX. When people show you who they are, you believe them
Leave
for who they
them.
are. Like what's her name? Maya Angelou said that too, but the way
Hmm.
he broke it down, I love that. Why would you trust a snake to not bite you when
Okay.
you know they have fangs and you know that's what they do?
And they already
So
bit you already. You still letting them in your space. Like, come
so it's
on.
like that's not our job. It's God's job to wait on them
Mm,
to embrace them with open arms no, we ain't got enough time in the world for
listen.
people to just get it together. I'm gonna wait on you to get it together. Mm-mm. I ain't
They
God.
show they show you and then you be like, nah, that's a lie. They not like that. It can't be like that.
Oh, my favorite that I love to use. I used to a lot. um they didn't do that with me, right? Oh, they didn't do it with me yet. Okay,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
gonna do it. Oh, they
Yeah,
gonna
she
do it.
love that, y'all. She's
They
yeah,
gon'
boy.
they gonna do it. Oh,
They ain't
trust me.
do me like that.
They gonna do it. Okay,
It's
so
coming.
yeah.
All right,
Mm-mm.
so you see how we get off track, y'all. We just be talking. We do this on everyday
That's
basis,
why I
y'all. I ain't
said
gonna lie.
we can't go through like several questions because baby, we only need a good two or three because
That be your fault with them visuals. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I get the soapbox at the end, so that be you. You talking about I'm Pentecostal? Please. Did we pray for growth but reject the process that came with it? Hmm.
I would say so. That's like okay. Sorry, I
There
can't
she go,
help it.
y'all. Visual
That's like
Pentecostal.
okay, you asking God for a cake, right? God gonna give you. He not gonna give you a cake already made. He's gonna give you the ingredients to make the cake.
Facts.
So he's gonna give you the flour. He's gonna give you the eggs. He's gonna give you the oil, whatever it is that you do to make a cake. I don't make cakes, so I don't know. But he's gonna give you the ingredients that it
Mm-hmm.
requires to make a cake. But people get mad at the ingredients. But you asked him for a cake. You didn't ask him for a ready-made cake. You asked him for the cake. So he's gonna give it to you, so you know how to do it
Mm-hmm.
and you know how to continue to feed yourself as opposed to giving you a cake and then you hungry again. So when you ask for growth, you have to know that growth, it comes with the process. It comes with pain. It comes with, trials, testimony. It comes with some bruises, some scars.
Come
So
on
that
through now.
way, so that way, once you get to this place, oh, you can't shake me because I done been through this and I done been through
Ah,
that. So now I'm good.
huh.
Now I'm good. So that takes growth. Going through things, yeah, I needed that. That's what's up. Cause that showed me who I am and that showed me who he is. So that way
Mm.
we good to go. We set for life. You can't shake me now. I'm good.
Okay. And listen, I always say, I say, you know what? Nobody couldn't walk in these 5.5 Jordans.
That's
Nobody.
nice. 5.5, y'all.
Don't get jealous now.
Kid
Don't get
size,
jealous.
okay?
You ain't had to put
Of
my
all
business out there like that now.
child. I'm
Golly, you
jealous.
all out in the streets. Like you she don't mind putting my business in the
Listen,
streets
that
like
should be that should be celebrated, okay? You could get multiple sneakers. How many
and
pairs you
do.
want? Okay. Child, I
Okay.
wish.
But nobody couldn't walk in these shoes. Like I really believe they be leaning to the side with my shoes on,
We can't fit them.
corns.
Literally,
Well,
we
they
can't
couldn't
fit.
fit them. Yeah, you're right. They couldn't fit them. They would have corns. They wouldn't be able to walk nowhere in these shoes. That's why I don't judge nobody else's story and compare it to my story because we don't know what that person did to get where they going. We don't know what they didn't do to not get where they're going. So you can't judge nobody. Sis always be talking about, well, they did this, so I guess what am I doing? I think I need to no you don't.
Child.
You right where you're supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be in
Come on here,
your
coach.
story, in your book. Don't judge your book, their book by your book. Y'all got different covers, right? So I
Yeah.
mean,
Just like
I
the
teach her every
shoes.
day, y'all. She be tripping. So I tell her that's their book, their chapters in their book. Right now, you might be on chapter one. You know, they might be on chapter five. Who cares? Like you don't worry about their destiny. You don't worry about where they're going. They you might fly by them.
Might be a bestseller, baby.
Old
And
boy might have 5 books. Who cares? You might fly by him and get 10.
okay.
So you cannot compare
And
your
can read them
story.
eloquently. How about that? Pew 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 pew.
Okay. So you cannot compare your journey to somebody else's journey, and people do it every day. But even
Yeah.
now with relationships, they see a couple on Facebook and they're so happy. I see this every
Child.
day. I
I'm
see
gonna
this
tell
every
you right
day.
now.
I see
I'm gonna
this
tell
every
you
day.
right now. uh, don't let them pictures fool you. Okay. Because we're struggling over here. Don't let them pictures fool you. You know how long it took to get them pictures? That's
What?
just like okay, because I love a good picture, right?
How many
Now,
arguments it
anybody
took to
who
get there?
oh, you know how many pictures I deleted to get that angle in that light, baby. Okay, so don't do that. Don't do. You'll be messed up every
You
time.
messed up every time, believing
Don't do
everything you
that.
see. So you cannot compare your life to somebody else's life. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And being the fact you don't know what's behind the scenes, you shouldn't compare yourself to them. They might have had to sleep with somebody to get a role, or be a part of a movie, or to get their book on the bestseller shelf. You don't know what they had to do, what they had to,
Okay.
what kind of hoops they had to jump through, how many times they had to get on their knees, or you don't know. You just
Yeah.
don't know.
And they might have something that they can't get rid of too because of that.
And you're not willing to do the things that they did. So that's why you cannot compare your journey to theirs. You can't. But see, it's a lot of things in my life that I went through that I didn't know all of this had to come with it. But at the same time, I was prepared for it because anything that you want in your life, you got to have something to work for. But the older I get, the more I trust God because I'm like, all right, God. Now I used to be like, come on, homie.
Take me off the strongest soldiers
Just
list,
what are we
please.
doing? Can you get me out this ring? I done got beat up too much.
Mm.
I put my gloves on when I went in there, like you told me to. I dodged like you told me to. I tried to defend myself the best way I could. Can you take me out?
Yeah. But as you grow, now you know the fight is fixed. When you're young, you're looking at how many rounds you endure, but when you're old, you realize it doesn't matter the rounds because the outcome is I win.
But this is the thing though. When he put you in that ring, he knew you was gonna win when he put you in there. That's the
Hmm.
reason why he put you in the ring to fight from the beginning.
Hmm. And
Because
anybody
he
he
knew
puts you
you.
in the ring with, anybody, any person, any place, anything, he knows you can win against it because you won
But
the
you didn't
last
know that.
round. So you're gonna win this round, and that's where we need to be. Like that's what we have to understand because just like he did it before, he's gonna do it again. And you just got to remember, like we talked about with the video games, you got to remember all
Hmm.
the things that you've learned along the way to help you get past it. Now, how long the rounds take is up to you,
Okay.
but the amount of rounds, he knows you're going to win every time.
Every time. But it's hard to teach somebody to. I don't think you can teach a person to, I ain't gonna say believe in God. I teach a person to have faith in God that everything's gonna be okay. You can't teach people that. You have to go through it, through the storms. You really have to get in that ring and fight and withstand those storms in order for you to realize he got my back.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna
You
go in there like, I don't know about you,
you have
homie.
to it's easier when you have living examples
Yes, yes,
because
yes.
when you are, just like we're going to talk about a blueprint, it's hard to trust something when you have not seen the evidence of it or you're not looking for the evidence because evidence is all around us. But if you're not diligently looking for the evidence of it, it's hard to trust that. But when you know, Now, people who've been in fights before, y'all been in fights before, y'all already know what y'all can and cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
For those who've never been
Mm-hmm.
in a fight before, it's going to be a high level of anxiety because you don't know what to expect.
Okay.
But for those who do know how to fight, we're gonna be like Gina in that episode when she tried to fight Miss Trinidad. Let me take my earrings off because I know she's gonna try to pull my earring. Let me put my hand in a ponytail because they try to. Let me get this good Vaseline because what you're not finna do is you're not finna scratch this face because that's the money maker. Okay, so you already know how to prepare when you walk into a
Okay.
thing.
Okay. But see, that's the thing though. God has always been in the shadows. He been with us the whole time.
He's like the coach on in the back when they
He
in the
was
fight
coaching us.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
He was right there the whole time. But see,
When
the
you
thing
get beat
about
up,
it,
he give you that water. Let's go. Let's do it
just
again.
get back in there, get back in there. Got your
Mhm.
towel around your
Be
neck,
looking
so
like
you can wipe the
Rocky every
sweat.
time.
You know what I'm saying? Get you queued up, ready again. But see, the problem is, we don't believe that he's there until we actually go through something and he pull us out of it. We don't
And we
believe
don't
it.
believe he's there until he actually pulls us out.
He
And that's
saves us.
wow, like a long time, not even in the midst of the process. It take us a while to be like, yo, he really got me
He
through.
really got.
He really did. That's
That
why
was
you have to
him.
meditate on the word daily. You have to meditate. You have to pray and you got to do these things daily so you can understand what it is and who he is and all the things that he's done. Because if you just, man, I'll sit here and I'll listen to a song. I don't know what song it was. And then when I tell you I had a good old ugly cry, because I was just sitting there and just thinking about like, especially when they make the words repetitive, it's repetitive for a reason. So you can meditate on that verse or that particular word, and then you think about all the things. Because I used to wonder, and that was the thing for me. I used to always wonder what it was when I go to church and I see these people, and I love music. So I see these people and they sing in a choir, and then they just sitting here and they just crying. And I'm like, what is it? How were they able to do that? And it's because they meditate on what God did and they have a relationship to understand what it's like to be loved and saved and all the things that they're
Yes.
talking about. And the people that's just sitting there watching, you have no idea until it
Mm-hmm.
happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're
then
right.
that's when you're able to tap into that sensitivity enough for
Yep.
it to show on the
Now you
outside.
can now you can empathize with people because now you've been through it, you went through it, you got through it. But teaching people how to have faith of a mustard seed, as they say, that's hard. That was hard for me on my journey because you can say, okay, I know God got me, and you pray all you want to pray, and then you still know you need this money for this bill, and you don't see no way coming. Like there's no cousin, there's no auntie, there's no uncle, there's nobody that's gonna bail you out, right? Then out of nowhere, the money just shows up. Who was that?
Okay, so how about this? Working his job, working in daycare, and this is real life stuff. Working this daycare job took me for a loop. I knew good and doggone well I wasn't supposed to be there because I've worked enough jobs to understand what a toxic work environment is. I actually left the interview because I was like, nah, the pay is too, but I settled, right? Because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can. And da-da-da. So when I got in there, horrible, horrible, because I didn't trust me walking out was the answer. So it took me to work there a month in torture every single day. It was like anxiety every single day. I walked out. I said, I can't do it no more. Crying, doing all that stuff. Can't do it no more. So whatever I got to do, I kid you not. When I decided to walk out and say, okay, God, I'm going to trust you, within that same week, my income tax came and it held me over until, I kid you not, when the money got low, another job called me to start immediately. So I got paid the next following week. So when I tell you, you have to trust the process, you have to trust the process
Hmm.
because God don't play about you. He really don't.
But he wrote the story, right? He knows what you're gonna go through before you go through it, but he tries to save you. But see, we're so hard headed, and so he got to beat us. We
You
got to
gotta
get a
burn. You gotta.
beating
You
now.
gotta. You gotta burn your hand on the stove a couple of times
He
in
gotta,
order
he
to know
gotta,
it's hot.
He got
Yeah.
like, you know what? All right, just like my son said. Nicholas said sometimes, God allows the devil to deal with you. He be like, you know what? I've done all I can. Like just like another parent. I've done all I can for him or her. So you know what? You take it for a minute. Show him something. The devil was an angel one time too. So
That's like with parents when they take their kids to military school or something like that because they're having behavioral problems
mm-hmm.
and they have
Mm-hmm.
to let somebody else show them you think your life is so bad. On the opposite side of me, it's worse. So go ahead, do this. Go ahead, and you need to learn this lesson. But I promise you, once you finish, you're gonna run back home and be way more grateful.
Okay. Okay. Shoot. So y'all, we be having so many questions in the episode, and I be sitting here
Try to
looking
tell you,
like,
she'd be like, "We
man,
think we
we are
need
not gonna make
10?
it through this.
Three, okay, 3 to 5,
So
child."
this one says, are we, for the audio babies, as she says, are we disappointed because we expected God to answer differently or easier? Hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm disappointed, um, because I know that everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
But I did expect it to be easier. Okay. And that's because I'm spoiled. So I expected it to be easier, but I
Oh
know the
man.
difficulty produces
Yeah.
the passion, right?
Yeah.
The pressure produces the diamond. So everything that I'm doing, it's a lesson to not
Mm-hmm.
just benefit me, but to benefit somebody else or to kind of like, our ancestors, they went through all of this stuff just so we can vote, just so we can walk and use water fountains if they have it, or, go to
Lost
school
lives.
with the other people. And, yeah, like you said, lost lives. We couldn't even vote. I mean, we about to get back there. But
Mm-mm,
um
mm-mm. Power in the tongue. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
we couldn't vote at a particular time. So it's like I'm pretty sure they would have liked it to have been easier, but everything that they endured, the difficulty that they endured has made it easier for us. And these are the things that we
Yes.
take for granted
You
every
better
day.
speak. You better speak on it.
You could cut this light on. This light bulb was made by who? That peanut butter you eating was made by who? You know how many
Who?
trial and errors they had to do for you to have a good PB&J sandwich? You could just get up in the middle of the night and make you a sandwich with ease. And this person had to lose sleep, blood, sweat, and tears to try to figure out how to make this peanut butter this consistency.
You better come on through. You better come on through.
So what we're enduring, we have to remember that it's not just for us. We might not even ever see it,
Child.
but you put it out. The stuff we put out, that's why I be passionate about intention
There
and
she
and
go.
and podcasting, because what we put out, we might not see the fruit of this
Mm-hmm.
episode, but
Mm-hmm.
our babies, the little ones, the babies, they might see this because social media about to go, technology about to go way more advanced than what we've ever known.
Child.
So they might get this and be like, wow, have a revelation and change the world in an amazing way because of something that we put out. So you got to be
Mm-hmm.
careful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You right. You right. I ain't gonna say that. Let me see. I'm not gonna say that I was disappointed, because I expected, differently from God when I prayed for something. Or I ain't gonna even say I expected it to be easier. Because all my life, as all my life, I
I had to
had to
fight.
fight. All my life I had to work. So my mom raised me on the principles of you work for what dang, I'm about to mess it up, mom. I'm gonna get it right. You have to work for everything you get.
You get what you work for, yeah.
And I
Hmm.
had to work. And anybody that knows me really know me. I've been working since I was 14 years old. Like, mom didn't play that. I had to provide. And then I had my first child at 16. So I really had to work. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, everything that I got in my life, I worked for. So I never looked at things. to be easier. Of course, I would love to have been easier, and somebody just put a silver spoon in my mouth. I just woke up and was rich. Was came into the world, and was rich. But I was born with a wooden spoon, as I like to
Yeah.
say all the time. And I made the best of that wooden spoon that my mother fed me from. She fed wisdom. She fed me wisdom from that spoon. She fed me strength from that spoon. She fed me resilience from that spoon. She fed me so much things that I've learned over the years. So many things she's told me. Treat people good, they'll treat you good. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. All of these things that she's instilled in me came from that wooden spoon. I
Yeah.
didn't have to have a silver spoon. My wooden spoon is still worth something today.
Yeah. You appreciate it more.
So
That's
at
just
the
like
end of
people who get businesses. If you are a part of a franchise or if your family has a business and you turn it over to your kid, 9 times out of 10, he's an a-hole because he's a
okay.
boss and it was inherited to him. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't he doesn't properly take care or understand the business aspect
Mm-hmm.
because it was given to him. But somebody
Mm-hmm.
that started at the bottom
Cha.
and had to go to school and deal with experience and work the long hours or whatever, and they got that promotion,
Cha.
they take it more seriously when they get to the top as opposed to somebody who was just placed there.
Mm-hmm. 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 So for the audio babies, yo, hey, I be doing this now. I be like, for the audio babies, because she be big
Yes,
on
I
that
love
thing,
my
boy.
audio babies. I'm an audio girl for life.
Since you can't see it on the screen, have our prayers changed, or have we changed since we prayed for them? Mm.
I think for me it's both. I've definitely changed because the posture and how I pray and when I
Mm-hmm.
pray and what I pray for has changed. And my prayers have also changed because they have gotten more specific.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
pray for things that are intentionally for me and um what God's will is because obviously my will ain't good for me. So I pray that my will starts to align with his will so it can all work
Mm-hmm.
together because ain't nobody trying to struggle in their 40s, man. Like I
Hmm.
so I yeah, I think it's for me it's both. I've changed how I pray has changed and what I pray, the specifics of my
Mm-hmm.
prayers have changed.
Well, I always pray to God. I know you ain't supposed to be praying for gambling and stuff, but I say, God, I need to hit the lottery just one time, right? But see, God knows what He's doing because the way my heart was set up when I was praying that prayer, child, I'd have been like Oprah. You
You would
get
have
a
been
new BMW.
broke.
You get a new
Yeah, you
BMW.
would have been broke.
Broke in one day.
So now
So
you got to
now,
pray for I want that $1 million, but allow me to receive it when I'm surrounded by the people who are
my line with
appreciative
the
of it.
But you
Hmm.
know what? God has removed so many people from my life. He's dropped some people in my life and he's taken them away. He's like, wait a minute, what you doing? That's not it.
Plucky,
Everybody
get
ain't your
that
friend.
person
I
out.
done told you that. I'ma thump you. You know how the ushers in the church will come when you acting up and they pinch you. They come and
Oh,
pinch you.
I wish
Or
somebody
your
would
mama
fight
will or
me.
your mama
Yeah,
will
no.
pinch you because you acting up. Or you chewing gum in church and the usher coming.
Oh, don't do that, especially if you're in a quiet stand. Don't you do that.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's disgusting.
When I was acting up like that and I would be making all these reckless decisions with people, God would come right there, hand it to me. You know I was trying to get you somewhere. You was almost ready for that $1 billion, but you had to go get a new friend.
Mm-mm.
So I really believe that the things I prayed for, now the prayer is different. Lord, just send me financial stability and to
Mm-hmm.
be able to help people from that overflow of that financial stability that I
Mm-hmm.
love. You have to be very detailed with God. You got to
Yeah.
tell him, listen, I need A, B, and C. And I want A, B, and C to have this, this, this. You got to
Yeah.
have subtitles to the A, the B, the C, and the D. When you get older,
Mm-hmm.
it starts to get more detailed, more real, because you, like you said, who wants to be in their 40s struggling? I'm
Yeah.
45 and still trying to figure things out, y'all. I'm just gonna be real because
Because you
things
could win
will.
$1 million and it be gone. Because you didn't know how to be a good steward over it into what to invest it in. So that's
Exactly.
why you have to be prepared now to be a good steward over what you have and learn how to invest money to set you up. So when you do get it, okay, I know I can't do, I'm not going to
Hmm.
Amazon. I'm not going to Walmart. Let me invest
Okay.
this into stocks and let me invest this into a liquid,
Let me get my business off the
fund. Let me
ground.
get my, okay.
Let me put some money in the bank for a trust fund for the kids, for my death, because funerals are expensive. If you don't have life insurance, then you got to think about that kind of stuff too. Well, let me put this away because my casket by itself gonna cost 10,000,
Yeah,
or
we
my
too
casket
old
gonna
to be
cost
doing
20.
GoFundMe's.
We ain't got
Yeah.
time for that. Gotta be selling no plates and stuff just so I can be cremated.
Not
Like,
selling
let's be
plates.
real.
Yeah, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna be cremated because ain't nobody burying you. It costs way too much. And who's to
Okay,
say them ashes are you? Oh, we're not gonna
check.
do it. Okay.
We don't do it. Don't
Next.
no, don't do it now. Don't. We gonna get off that one right there. He said, who said what ashes is
Sitting here
yours?
with Uncle Jimmy in my living room and ain't even him.
Oh my god,
It's
I'm
somebody
not doing
else's
this.
uncle.
I'm not
Yeah,
doing this
okay.
with you. I'm not doing this with you. So how many more questions you think we got time for? Because
One. That's
we
it.
about to bust it. I gotta make this a good one. Let's see. I had about two, man.
She was on
I
two. She be
had
trying
about
to make
two.
these episodes an hour. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about her while she looking for a question. When I first met Arthur Nikki Nicole, she was doing episodes 30 minutes on her podcast, right? So then she get on other podcasts, and then we sitting up here for an hour. So I don't do hour episodes because it make my butt hurt. Now here we are, a whole year later. She just sit here, just a kick in a car calling for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, we got to do a
Uh,
half an hour. Nah, we gonna just get okay.
I
I don't say nothing.
mean, y'all set the standard. Y'all raised the bar. Then I came around and I joined. Now
But
y'all
you
got a
told
problem with
us
it.
that the people's attention span is only 30 minutes.
On breaking the silence.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, it is what it is. Thank God for
Look.
growth. We have transformed from 30 minutes to an hour and 15. Won't he do it?
She get up here and be talking, man. I can't help it. Like, I be looking at time, be like, dang, we about at 30. She still
And she
Pentecostal
said,
over
and
here.
this was about some, yeah. So my next question, I'm like, yo, we on 28 minutes. How we
Child,
gonna
don't you
do
do
this?
that. Don't be trying to make it seem like it's me. Boy, damn, boy. I
Like, I'm
can't. I
just gonna
can't.
roll with
Y'all
it
see what I
now.
put up with? Y'all see what I put up with?
But they
So I got
probably not
okay.
gonna go
So I
ahead.
got a tiebreaker. I got a tiebreaker. So I got you. You tell me what we should answer. Okay. Do we only recognize answered prayers when they look like blessings? That's a good one. Or are we walking in what we prayed for but no longer appreciate it? And last one
The
is what lessons came with the blessing that no one warned us about?
the um
See,
wait, say the first one again.
first one was do we only recognize answered prayers when they look like blessings?
That one.
Okay, she picked it, y'all.
I think we do because rejection is an answer prayer, but it don't look like a blessing. So like if we say for example you're trying to talk to somebody, God know this person ain't no good for you, and you just keep trying to talk to this person and the person reject you, but you ask God to send you a husband, you ask God to send you a wife. God knows this person is not your husband or your wife,
But steady
but
trying to make you.
it was rejection, so it wasn't technically an answer prayer because it didn't align with what you asked for, but it did align with what you asked for. Now the person accepting you and not rejecting you and then turn out to be an a-hole, you'll think it's a blessing because y'all went out on dates, you probably
Mm-hmm.
even got engaged, you probably even got married, so you think it's a blessing, but baby, right.
You come on
So
through.
you got to really be specific in prayer and understand that rejection is God's protection. So if it ain't in your lap, it's not for you.
Okay. Okay. But you know what? I think people praise God when things are going good in their lives. If God made it possible for them to get 1 billion,
He's
they,
a
oh,
genie.
thank you, Jesus.
He's a
Thank you,
genie.
God.
Hmm.
But then soon as you go broke, that money is gone. No longer there because you didn't humble yourself. Because when you got that billion, you started acting Hollywood. Now God
Hmm.
said, all right, so I'm gonna take you through a Job experience since you want to act Hollywood. Now you back down again and you think God has forsaken you now. No, you thank him right then too. Thank you, God, for these moments of struggle. Thank you, God, for humbling me back where I was. So now when I get to that place where I want to be or need to be, now I can be better with having that $1 billion. I can help people and not be so arrogant.
Yeah.
So you gotta appreciate the fact that the good and the bad work together for the good of you.
Yeah.
But when we up, thank you, Jesus. And then next thing you know, we don't know him. We're not even
Yeah.
tithing. We didn't give him 10% of that money.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be real here. Like, this is
Yeah.
real life. But
Cause
as
that
soon as
happened
you
to
hit,
me. That happened to me when I lost my car. And I had to start traveling on a bus. And I'm like, yo, I was able to leave my house 7 o'clock to get to work at 8. Now I got to get up at 4 in the morning
mm,
to take multiple buses to drop little man off to school, to do this, to do that. It's like you have to be humbled to the point where you understand you don't have to have anything.
nothing.
You are given this, so be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you have, okay, you take for granted the daily things that
Mm-hmm.
you have in life. So when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for the access to my limbs and the ability to
Yes.
have my senses, because there's people that
Yes.
can't hear, there's people that can't see, there's people that can't taste, people can't feed themselves or clothe themselves or see their children or whatever the case may be. Everything that you're given, you don't have to have.
No.
So when
No.
I was going through getting on a bus, I started to appreciate hearing the birds chirping in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the sun, being able to see the sunrise and the sunset. And then I said, "Oh man, as much as I'm paying for in the Uber one way,
Child.
that's a whole week's worth of gas. So I can't complain if I gotta go somewhere and take somebody somewhere or drive 30 minutes. I'll drive 30 minutes for a job now, because that'd be a
Okay.
whole 2 hour ride, switching buses and rain, snow, and all kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You so it does, he will humble you. So you have to really, really be
Or
mindful.
Or it could be the other way around. You pray to God and ask God to send you that financial blessing or send you that person that your husband or your wife, and then it finally happens, and then you forget God even blessed you. You forgot. You forgot who got you to this point of giving you what you asked for. So it can go both ways. But like you
And
said,
you know what? You don't know what you don't know what it will require when you have said thing, like your husband, your wife. People always want a husband and a wife, but you don't understand the sacrifice
child.
it takes to be married, the selflessness. You go to an altar supposedly. When you go to an altar biblically, they went to an altar to sacrifice a thing, an
Mm-hmm.
animal, whatever. When you walking down that altar, you are making a physical declaration that you are sacrificing yourself for the good of the unit. God, you, your spouse. You are making that declaration that you're sacrificing yourself for the good of the team. You cannot go into a marriage and be selfish. You have to
Better
be
not.
selfless, because it's going to require compromise. It's going to require you to grow up. It's going to require you to get out your feelings and understanding it's not just about you. You might be tired, but this other person had a real bad day at work. So you got to put past your feelings sometimes and
Mm-hmm.
think about somebody else.
Girl,
You
you
might have to work two jobs because this person is sick now, or whatever the case may be. You got to push past you feeling tired because it's for the good of the family.
child.
So you got to really be careful what you ask and what you pray for, because you don't know what's going to be required on the other side. So while you praying for a thing, you better pray for the mentality to maintain it.
That part. That part. But That's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day because that can get deeper than people don't know what they be signing up for.
Look at us with podcasting. People think you just press play. No, you
Girl,
don't. And that's just so child. That's solo.
I'll tell them curse
Wait
at
till
me one
you
more time.
wait till you
Huh.
do guess, baby. And then especially if you on Arthur Nikki Nicole status with these visuals and whatnot, you ain't getting no sleep. Y'all already
Look,
know
y'all.
I'm
Look,
audio, so you know I gets my sleep.
look, y'all. She be saying good morning. I be saying good night.
Good night. Like 6 o'clock in the morning. I be like, good morning, sis. She like, good night. I'm like, this girl done stayed up again. But
Yo,
you could tell because of how you present your audio, your visual and what you put out. You could tell that I go to sleep because I'm just audio, baby.
that
Like
girl.
I'm not
She,
gonna
you know what? She big
listen.
time over here, y'all. I don't know why she plays so much, but
I'm trying to
she
tell
big
you,
time, y'all. Don't let her
she
fool
ain't
you.
me and I ain't her. 'Cause I'm not-
Yeah.
I'll make sure you can hear me, baby, but she gonna make sure you can see us.
You know what? I ain't studying y'all. Let me tell you something. She big time. Don't believe me. She big time. I don't know why she be trying to downsize or something like that right now. Anyway, because she got me on for my audio babies.
Yeah, because I love my
She
audio, but like
teaching me.
you gotta appeal to the audiences now.
I'm done. But y'all, looks like we coming to the end of this episode. We didn't get where we wanted to be because she Pentecostal. I try to tell her to keep it short.
Yeah,
But I hope
alright.
that y'all have enjoyed this episode. I hope that something we said resonated with you, and I hope that you're not just praying for the moment. Pray because this is something you need to do. This is something you want to do. And when you pray to God, like, you make sure we done told you this now. Don't say that we didn't tell you. Make sure you are specific about what you want in your life or what you want God to do, because sometimes when we say, God, reveal it to me, He will sometimes immediately. Let
Child, yeah, be prepared. You sure? Are you sure?
you sure?
Are you
You want to
sure?
know everything.
This what you want? Okay,
All right, so I'm gonna put it out there for you. Now you over here crying, snotty nose, everything because He revealed everything for you.
child.
So sometimes you got to be careful what you ask God for too. So if you don't learn anything else from this episode, just know that unanswered prayers to God are always going to be answered. It's just on God's timing. Everything's on God's timing. He might say you don't need it right now. You might not. You might this
Mhm.
not might not be the time of your season for that particular thing that you want. You might not be mentally ready for that. Because some people get fame and it blows.
Yeah,
They weren't ready for it.
yeah,
So just trust the process and trust that God is gonna bring you out of what you're going through, and God's gonna take you to where you're supposed to be. Period. In a nutshell.
yeah. That's just like that when I was telling you about my son and how he be stalking me. He be like, I want pancakes, mommy. I want pancakes. I want pancakes.
Leave my
So I'm
baby
sitting
alone.
here and I'm making the pancakes. Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? If I give it to you when you ask me, it's not ready. It could make you sick. I have to give it to you when it's ready. And that's the
Hmm.
same way God works. He gives it to us when it's ready, not when we ask for it. It might not be in the same time frame because if we get it when we ask for it, it might make us sick.
Okay.
It might put us in the ground. It might get us in a position or give us something that we can't get rid of. So trust
Oh,
that when he gives you a thing, he gives it to you in the right timing because you need it and it's ready. And stop going to him only when you need
oh
something.
my
Go
God,
to him
yeah.
and thank him for everything because you didn't have to have it in the first place.
Yeah, Lee. God
But
send me.
as always, we're here, healing hearts and inspiring change.
Later, y'all.